Have you ever had that feeling? That you're a stranger in your own life? That the world you grew up in has completely vanished? I'm in my 70s. Lately, I find myself looking back more than I look forward. And I have to be honest, it's a strange view. I've seen things you've probably only read about in history books. I saw television flicker into life for the first time. I remember when phones weren't silent slabs of glass in your pocket. They had weight, they had rotary dials, and you'd speak to a real, live operator on the other end. And get this, we had party lines. No, it's not what it sounds like. It meant you had to share a single phone line with several of your neighbors. You had to wait your turn just to make a call. Can you even imagine that today? Wars came and they went. I've loved people and pets with my whole heart, and I've had to watch them leave this world. That's a pain that never really goes away. And then there are the kinds of losses nobody prepares you for. A wife or two, let's just say, that caused more than a major financial shift. It changes the entire course of your life. In an instant, you know, even the cars have lost their soul. They used to have class, personality. Now they all look like the same polished jelly bean. The world got smaller, but it also got more crowded. You know that old saying, you can never go home again? Well, I literally can't. It's not there anymore. Every place I ever knew and loved has been leveled. New, unfamiliar buildings stand where my memories were made. Every single home I've ever lived in is gone. Wiped off the map. It's a sobering thought. And if I'm being truthful, it makes me feel ... lost, adrift. Because those connections are gone. The other day, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was in the kitchen, making naturally fermented dill pickles, just like my mother used to. I had a quick question, and my first instant impulse was to pick up the phone and call her. And then I remembered that sudden, sharp, gut-wrenching surge of loss when the reality crashed back down on me. She died many years ago. Man, that sucked. Don't get me wrong, I accept that I'm getting older. I know what's fast approaching. There's a certain clarity that comes when you realize you're running out of time. It really focuses the mind, so I try to focus on the good stuff. You have to. I remember the birth of my children, the sheer miracle of it. I remember holidays, the house filled with noise and laughter, surrounded by people I loved, and the adventures ... The adventures. I've driven from coast to coast across this country 7 times. 7. I've seen things most people only see in movies. I just wish gas was still 24 cents a gallon. But we're never seeing that again, are we? Times change. And everything and everyone changes with it. That's the one guarantee in life. Anyway, if you've listened to my ramblings this long, thank you. It means a lot. It makes me feel a little less lost. Before you go, do me a favor. Leave a comment below and tell me one thing you miss from your past. I'd love to read it. You all have a good one.